Welcome back to another episode of the Bush TV. In the previous episode, I start in Licola and we head over Mount Skeen on the hunt for Silverwater Hut. Discover the hut, it's completely overgrown, so I decide to change plan, camp at Wren's Flat, and the next day head to Mitchell's Flat and check out the underground gorge. From there I head up to the old slate mine where I discover a problem with the 80 series. Decide to push on, but discover another problem with the 80 series. We push on again and have a nice relaxing camp, check out Bindaree Hut and decide to camp on the Howker River for the night. Check out Bindaree Falls and head to Craig's Hut. In this episode I continue the journey and head towards Lake Cobbler where I meet up with a friend and camp there for the night. Sit back, relax and enjoy the Bush TV. G'day folks, welcome back to another episode of the Bush TV. Well, I've just come out from Craig's Hut. Right now I'm heading straight up to the King Basin Road where the intersection is at the Speculation Road. We're going right to the so-called staircase and we're going to hit Lake Cobbler. Camp there for the night, meet my friend, fill up some jerry cans, top up and make a decision whether or not to go over Mount Sterling tomorrow with no power steering in the 80. And then the plan has to change and I'll have to head to Jamison and straight over Mount Skeen and head home that way. It's just unfortunate that these things happen in the bush. It just means I'm going to have to come out and do another trip. That's a bit of a shame, isn't it? So what I was meant to do was the Knobs track, Son of a Bitch track, Mountain Ash track, and then come out, hit Licola and then head home. So due to the power steering issue, this thing's like, my arms are going to be like a He-Man at the end of this trip. We've already got a tennis elbow in one arm, so might have it in both by the end of it. Anyway, right here, right now, this is the circuit road, or actually King Basin Road. Circuit road's just back that way. It's in real good condition, so that's helping me with no power steering. I'm heading up the Speculation track. Lake Cobbler it is. If the weather's any good, I'll walk into Dandongadale Falls and we'll have a look at that as well. Sit back, relax, enjoy the Bush TV. And it is what it is, guys. Tell you what, it's a bit of a funny sort of thing, struggling driving that car the way it is, but hey, I'll tell you what, you got to look at the funny side, right? Let's go. I was going to head to King Hut today and have a look, but tomorrow, my mate wants to have a look at that, so we'll head in there. It's only just down there, so we're going to suss it out, get some photos, and right now, Speculation Road, Lake Cobbler. Just listen to those carry-on birds in the background. That's unreal. Little Cobbler track closed. Oh well, we're going the next one anyway, so we're not going down it's actually longer that way. And yeah, I want the easy way anyway. I'm starting to get a bit of a workout here. Well, I made it to Lake Cobbler. I'll tell you what, these arms are sore. Anyways, it's a bit of a struggle because I've got tennis elbow and golfers in this arm. I've had it for like nearly 12 months. I'm getting dry needling and everything else done to it, and then so I've got to take it easy. So I've beaten my mate here. This is right at the end of the track. Looks like a good enough spot to camp. There's another one just down there, but it's not very big. And then there's like a car park section where there's a hut. We'll go for a walk later. We'll go have a look at that. So I've beaten him. He was at Powers Lookout at about 10:30, 11. He had to drive to Whitfield and he's coming in the other way. So that was a challenge coming up there, especially with no power steering. Like, I mean, come on, that's a whole different ball game. So the game has changed. I don't know if I'm going to do what I'm going to do tomorrow or for the next 3 or 4 days. Got to get the car back. There's not a lot of room to camp here. I have been here before. It was a long time ago. I don't know what's up there. There's a track there, but I think it just comes around. It's a loop. So just over there and there. I don't think there's no point. It doesn't go anywhere else. So this is it. There's 1 or 2 spots here. It's not a big area. So this is good enough for me right here. It's meant to be okay weather. Might be a bit of a shower here and there, but then look, that's fine. So my mate's going to turn up. He'll probably just camp either up there or just down here. So I mean, it's not too bad. I've got the firewood already. I'll tell you what, for me, it's lunchtime and I'm going to have a frothy. There's been 3 cobbler huts. The first one built by the Lovick family in the 1900s. The second hut, Sam Christopher and Frank Gorman, around 1929. The Lake Cobbler shelter, built by the Wangaratta 4x4 Club in 1988, who have maintained it for public use ever since. Yeah, it's worth a look at if you're here. Keen on finding Dandogadale Falls, but I'm a little bit too tired tonight or today to walk in, so it might have to be another time. Well, mate, here we are again. Where's your beer?
You
better go and get it. He's missing one thing. You better go get that beer. Because he's come all the way in from Mansfield, Whitfield, Powell's Lookout. He went through the other way from me. Here we are again, mate. Cheers.
Cheers.
Bloody oath.
Is that a new chair?
I've had that chair for a while, I just don't use it. Because the other one's starting to pack in, so I'll bring it away now.
Oh, alright.
So, no, it's probably about 1.5 years old.
Oh.
But it looks brand new.
Yeah, it does. Oh.
It's not going to look new for long, mate. When it comes away bush with me, it's going to get a bit dusty.
Yeah, it'll end up like this.
Just a bit like me, a bit dusty.
A bit dusty at the moment.
Yeah, not right. Alright, so the decision's been made. The game hasn't really changed, but it has slightly. Power steering or no power steering. I'm still going to push through with him. Tomorrow we're going to go over Mount Sterling and we're going to camp in a hut. What's the hut, mate?
Bluffspur Hut.
Bluffspur Hut, apparently. That's where we're going to camp tomorrow night. So all the firewood's been cut tonight. We're going to have a good fire tonight. I don't know what time it is now, probably 5 o'clock, 5:30, something like that. And I'll cook up a nice little chicken schnitzel with some coleslaw and some pasta salad, nice and easy tonight. Tomorrow we head out, we go back down the staircase or speculation track. We'll go check out King Hut, and then we'll go obviously up the Clear Hills, past Craig's again, and from there, we're going to drop down into the Jamison Valley and spend a couple of days on the Jamison River. And from there, this is where the ball game changes. I'm not going to do son of a bitch track. I'm going to drive out off to the Halka track, head to Jamison, and then go over Mount Skeen and probably head home. That's about it for me. So the only thing that has changed is son of a bitch track, well, the Knobs track, son of a bitch track, Mountain Ash track that way through the harder section back to Licola. I'll just go over Mount Skeen. It's just a much easier, it's more easier on me than anything else, because like that it's been a bit of a wrestle. So yeah, I already can feel the arms. Anyway, that's all right, isn't it, eh? We'll build up, we'll build up driving the 80 series. Anyways, we're going to kick back around this fire right now, have a couple of frothies, get some dinner going, and then yeah, we'll make plans from there. Well, we've amalgamated underneath the awning because it's a bit of rain going on, so just spitting. It's been spitting all day, this rain, so a bit more room under his because he hasn't rolled his swag out yet, so it's not a bad view of Lake Cobbler. Mixing up a nice bit of gravy with this chicken that I've got cooking over there. It's I could almost pick that up. I don't want it too runny this time round. So yeah, nice bit of gravy, chicken fillet, crumbed one, like a schnitzel, with some salad tonight. That is my dinner. A nice cold can around that fire. Sounds good to me. And the job will be done. Like I said, it's nice and simple tonight. Sort of got to eat this stuff. Apparently within 48 hours of when you open it, but look, has been that, so not quite 48 hours yet. Got about 2 hours left, I reckon. So we get it all on because right now this has to be eaten. Nice bit of thick gravy. Some people might think that I use a bit much gravy in this, but you know what? I don't think so. Yeah, it's a simple meal. We cooked it on the fire. I'm going to sit down and eat this. I'll tell you, I'm looking forward to it. After a big day in the saddle, well, it's not that big, not like the last couple of days, but I was struggling to like nurse the old 80 series around with no power steering. I need some good carbs and things, so time to sit down, relax and enjoy that with a frothy around that fire, and we'll see you in the morning. That's it.
Cheers. Get up here.
What a cracking day. Well, it's time to warm up some baked beans on that fire. Nice easy breakfast this morning. Even if I'm not hungry, I'm going to eat it anyway because I'm going to need the energy to get that car up to that track. So we had a bit of rain last night, probably about 3 hours worth, just steady. Probably came in at about 9 o'clock till about maybe 1:30 in the morning, and then it just disappeared and the stars are out. It's light in the swag, you can see it, it's beautiful. So this morning, everything's a little bit wet, so we'll give it a bit and dry it off, and then we'll pack up and go. You know what happens when you eat baked beans, guys? Keeps the swag warm at night. Okay, packed up camp, turned around the old girl there. It's a bit of a wrestle to try and get her around. She's a bit stiff. Some lucky bugger's got some wood there. Just waiting for old mate to pack up his stuff. We'll put the fire out and we'll hit the track. So I don't know where the sun's gone, but you know it is the high country. So the weather's sort of pushing in from the north over there. A whole heap of cloud has come over that hill there behind that lake. Tell you what, if it does rain, it washes all that dust off the vehicle and makes life a little bit more interesting on the track. So we'll see what happens. Now it does say 4-wheel drive for a reason. Yesterday I seen a couple of people in one vehicle that was a 2-wheel drive, road tyres, going down Speculation Track, and they pulled up next to me and they asked me where they were. He pulled out the rooftop map and I showed him where we were. He thought we were on Cobbler Lake track or whatever it is, which is this track right here. Now the vehicle had road tyres on. I don't know if it was like an all-wheel drive or whatever it was some type of little wagon, and he said he was going to come back up here. Now I didn't see him come back up here, so I don't know what happened to him down there. If he had gone further down and got stuck, there's no way he could have got back up that Speculation Track in that car. No way. I did see a Ford Ranger come past me on the way down, so if anything had happened to them, no doubt he would have got the Ford Ranger to help him out. So, but I didn't see him come past here, so the only other way would be down back to the circuit road, I'd say, and then out. So yeah. Well, I just did the staircase. I tell you what, I've got a sore right wrist. Anyways, it's nearly taken my hand off a couple of times. So I just turned up at King Hut here. It's a beautiful little area down here. And if you're lucky enough to get here and there's no one here, half your luck with that. So we'll go and have a look. There is a couple of people here, so I won't sort of film them. I'll go and have a bit of a gander at the hut and have a bit of a gander at the river down there. It's beautiful. Let's check it out. The original hut was built in the 1900s by Jim Hearn and located approximately 70 metres north of its current location. In the mid-1950s, a newer weatherboard hut was built to replace the older slab hut. George Robinson built the weatherboard hut for Fred Ross and other cattlemen in 1957. The hut burnt down in 2008 due to some careless campers. The rebuild took 2 years of planning by a cooperative effort between the Huts Association and Parks Victoria. Easter 2011, about 14 volunteers of Parks Victoria Rangers largely completed the rebuild. It's just absolutely pristine. Oh, it's good to have a bit of a bloody scrub in there, I'll tell you. It's nice in there too. It's not real cold, it's just beautiful in there. Well, that brings this episode to the end. Join me in the next episode when we head through the Clear Hills up to Mount Sterling for a high elevation camp. After that, we head down to the Jamison Valley for a nice camp on the Jamison River. Hope everyone enjoyed the Bush TV. Stay safe, stay tuned. We'll see you in the next one.